145 degrees. Tank, 68 degrees. Alright, so we saved all that water from getting into the tank and getting into the lines. Okay, there's some condensation in this one. Go look at this one over here. Like I said, I've been running the shit out of this thing. Nothing. Not even a bubble. Not even a speck of condensation. Okay, so again, I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but I'm just trying to show you guys how well this thing's working. So I knew I'd been running it for a long time trying to strip this, and I've resorted back to stripping with this disc, and you can see it's stripping it. It takes a long time. I mean, it's just on there so thick, but it is what it is. I got to do it. So it's got to come off there. Daryl, next time I'm charging by the hour, buddy, and so bring your wallet. All right, see ya.
All right, we got about an hour and 15 minutes in that. And
that was just with this disc here, which has lasted a long time. I'm really happy about that. That's the same disc I've been using, and it's lasting a long time. And you can see there's areas that I can't get into that I'm gonna have to come back with something else, probably lacquer thinner and a brush or something, and get in there and clean that up real good. I gotta go over that. I'm gonna go over this again with 80, probably then 180, then back to 80. Get all these, I don't even know what those scratches are. They're probably 50, 60, 70 grit. I don't know what they are. But I'm gonna take those down to back to 80 grit. But yeah, it turned out all right. I said I got a few areas I need to get, but on the other side, I already showed you the other side. Still got some residue I'm gonna have to clean off of it. That's it. I'm gonna get this bad boy in some epoxy primer. Hopefully, it'd be nice if I get it done tonight, but I'm not sure it's gonna happen. And it's supposed to be 70 plus degrees the next couple of days, so that may be my best bet, is just to go ahead and wait and until I get some warm weather, and then I don't have to deal with running my shop hot all night long and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'll bring you back. I got to clean that up a little better and get, all the BS little red areas and stuff out. But all right, guys, see ya. All right, to get this little crap out of here, this stuff like this. Kind of just using some thinner. the stuff that's down in these little pit areas. I don't know how much you can see of that, but once I get all this done and fairly cleaned up, I'm gonna go back over it with the isopropyl alcohol. Of course, I'll go back over it with everything eventually again, but just for this general cleanup, I'm gonna do it this way. This has been a lot of work. Way more than I had originally thought it would be. The stripping disc, I think I'm going to buy me one of those big ones to do the roof of the car that Double R was talking to me about. I think that might be my best option. I wore this brush out. I need to get me another one. That's pretty much done. This is the isopropyl alcohol. It's a whole lot less inexpensive than any of the other stuff. I'm probably going to buy it by the gallon, and because it is cheaper, it looks like a pretty good cleaner, at least for the initial cleaning. Of course, you'll come back over that with the wax and grease. But it seems to be working pretty good. Take all the extra crap out. Gonna do a lot of paper towels. We'll have to take a trip to Sam's and buy me some more paper towels. At least all these chemicals smell good, right? Breathe them long enough, they make you feel good too. Got lots of brain cells too. I don't think I have a monster supply of those either. Keep rubbing and it keeps coming off. These little areas are a pain in the butt. I'm gonna have to keep working those pretty good to get those cleaned up. So basically, I'm just showing you how I'm cleaning this up. Let me give you a close-up as to how this is turning out. I got a lot more to do. You can see it's and that's still wet, so it'll shine up better. But yeah, I got to get like here. These are pretty well done. Still got to get those areas. This one's pretty good. This one's decent. I got a couple little spots here in the corners to get. So I'll just keep running over it with a Scotch-Brite and some lacquer thinner until I get it all cleaned up. Front's done for the most part. Tried to get up in there as best I could, but I'm gonna have to try to get in there with Scotch-Brite a little better than I have. But yeah, this has been an all-day deal. It's 5 o'clock now, and yeah, fun stuff. So I'll get this done probably maybe Friday. Try to get out here and hang this up and get it in epoxy, and let it sit for 24 hours. Then I'll mud the front of it. There's a couple little small spots here and there I'll probably have to do some kind of something to on the back side of this. Nothing major, it's the back side of this, so I'm not that horribly worried about it. But there was a couple of little areas. I think this little guy right here probably could use a little something, a little attention, because there's not one over here that matches it, so obviously that's a dent. But yeah, so what else? Just work, man. Lots of work. This is nothing glamorous about this part of it at all. Here you go, Tom. You said I needed to put up a sign. There you go. Not still sanding, still stripping. I'm gonna be stripping for a while, I think. And it's not the good kind of stripping. Of course, you guys don't want to see me strip anyway. But, or at least not myself. But yeah, this is pretty boring stuff. So when I get it all done and set up and ready to epoxy, I'll bring you guys back. It'll be a couple of days probably. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up and get it all try to get it all to look like that right there, all over the place. Like I said, I got these nooks and crannies I'm gonna have to try to get into. But so far so good, and I appreciate all the comments on the last video. I know I kind of put myself out there a little bit, kind of, you know, telling you about why I do what I do, and yeah, still got quite a bit to go, but you know, it looks a ton better. What a pain in the butt that was. And yeah. All right, you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you here in a couple days. See ya.